Hello and welcome inside our Oklahoman studios for another edition of Thunder Insider presented by Integris Health. I'm Kelly Krall, your host, and joining me today in studio, the radio voice of Thunder, Matt Pinto, and TV analyst of the Thunder, Grant Long. Guys, it's been a demanding first stretch this season, no doubt about it, but now things start to slow down a little bit in the month of January. We see a few breaks in games. The guys have time now to practice and really hone in on some of the things they need to work on. Where do you see this team right now, and what kind of improvements do they need to make as they hit this second stretch?
Well, I've been impressed with their ability to close out games in the fourth quarter, Kelly. I think on the road, particularly where you have to close out games, you have to execute your offense and play solid defense. This young group has really matured in that aspect.
One of the areas that I'm impressed right now is that physically they're really taking the challenge. Physically they're exerting some toughness, and I think that goes back to the guards and the guards' ability to rebound the basketball. Both Thabo Sefolosha and Russell Westbrook are at 5+ boards a night. It's a great luxury to have as a head coach.
Another guard to mention, James Harden, and in his rookie season he averaged almost 10 points and 3 rebounds a game. Now in his second year, the guard out of Arizona State has seen plenty of ups and downs. He's been challenged, tested, and encouraged by his coaches and teammates, but most importantly, as we approach the halfway mark, the lefty shooter feels as though he's finally coming into his own.
James into the front court, dances right behind a Collison pick, swerving to the bucket, lays it up beautifully.
When he gives us bench scoring and toughness and playmaking, we're a much better team.
My confidence is definitely, at a high right now. I'm just shooting the ball, being aggressive, attacking.
But that confidence had to be regained. After a tough start to this season's campaign, Harden began to shy away from his greatest asset, just shooting the ball.
The biggest concern early in the season was he was a little hesitant because he wasn't making some of his shots.
I had a slow start in the beginning, but just trying to work hard and work myself out of the slump.
And the final threat was he wasn't going to play if he kept hesitating, because I don't want a player that hesitates out there, and he has to be able to play with his instincts, and they're good instincts.
Up and in, a beautiful head and shoulder maneuver.
The ultimatum motivated the sophomore guard to refocus and put in the work on the court. Now James and the team is enjoying the results.
Great outlet pass. Harden will attack and score.
He's aggressive and he's confident, and we need that out of him. He's a big part of our team. He's a good player that makes good plays. His mindset was always being aggressive and quick, and offensively don't hold the ball, attack, and shoot it when you have open shots.
Well, the Beard is feared not only when he's assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, but when he's digging defensively, getting into passing lanes, helping out on double teams in the low post. When he's assertive, this guy is an X factor every single night and has to be accounted for, Grant, as the sixth man off the bench. All quality teams have that element. He brings it to the Thunder.
So the key ingredient that he has to be aggressive. You heard Scott Brooks say that, but he gets no playing time if he doesn't start to play defense, and I think his defensive effort has picked up. You see him stripping the ball. He has active hands around the basketball, coming up with steals, and getting easy baskets also. And I talked to Coach Rex Kalamian. He talked about James Harden coming into his own by establishing a mid-range game. Last year was all three-pointers or direct drives to the basket. This year he's incorporated that mid-range game, and it's really paying off for him.
I'm glad you bring that up, because James Harden actually told me that he's finding his spots on the court, and that was in the stretch where he went 12 straight games, double figures. He's just feeling very confident in finding those other places on the court. And each offseason is a chance for players to focus on individual aspects of their game, expanding their skill set while naturally strengthening the team as a whole. This week, Coach Brooks described how he's recently started seeing some of the payoffs from his team's hard work over the summer.
You can go down the line. James, Russell, we were telling them that they have to get better at taking the ball to the basket and making layups. And it sounds so simplistic, but it's hard to make layups in this league because they're not giving you layups that you have to shoot over physical, aggressive, strong bigs in this league. And they've improved on that. And KD has gotten better at posting up and catching the ball in the spot that we want him to catch it at.
I think when players come back off that summer improvement, it benefits the entire team. And Kevin Durant is a guy I think you have to look to and say his post play definitely helps this ball club. And now you take all the pressure off of him to dribble the ball up the floor, produce baskets. If you put him in that low post, more times than not, he's taller than the other defenders. He's able to shoot over the top.
Well, opposing head coaches say Kevin Durant's open from the time he walks in the gym until the time he leaves because of his length and his size. And when you can force the defense to account for him not only deep on the perimeter at mid-range, but then in the pivot, suddenly it's an entire different dimension this team can offer. And he's become a willing passer. He really has, in finding teammates recognizing from where the double team is coming.
It's interesting. Both Kevin Durant and Jeff Green have spent time, I've seen at practice, with the guards as well as with the post players. And that's exactly what they're doing is trying to expand their game across the entire floor.
Ahead on Thunder Insider.
Get out the house and have fun. Just running up and down the block, or playing basketball outside, or playing catch football. Just get out the house and have fun.
And later.
Mike, come back, man. You're not supposed to go in there. You're supposed to greet the fans, man. You can't go in there and sit down and eat. You're gonna get fired.
Welcome back, Thunder fans. As part of the NBA's Fit Live Healthy Week and the Thunder's constant commitment to keeping kids fit, Kevin Durant and Morris Peterson ran through some exercises and drills with 60 students at Delcrest Middle School. KD and Mo also hope the students left with a better understanding of how to eat healthy.
There you go. Look up. Try not to look at the ball. Try not to look at the ball. Try to look up at me. Look up at me. Look up at me. Well, it's important for them to understand the importance of taking care of their body. The younger you do it, the better off you'll be, and you'll live longer and you'll feel better about yourself. There you go. Head up. Head up. Get out the house and have fun, basically. That sums it up. And, just running up and down the block, or, playing basketball outside, or playing catch football. Just get out the house and have fun. Put that arm out. This way. Good job. See, I can't get it now. Good job, boy. It was just a joy seeing them, man. It's just, basketball, something I'm very passionate about. And right hand layup, jump off your left foot. Off the glass. For this to be, part of a fit week and coming out here and doing a clinic with the kids, I'm very happy to be a part of it. Way to be low. That's a steal. You gotta be low. You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. Good job. You gotta get down low. We're very excited and energetic to get out and play, and hopefully that corresponds to what they do on an everyday basis. So good job. Good job. Hopefully it's not just here that they work out on the basketball floor or outside in the basketball court. Hopefully it's every day. Right hand, switch it up. There you go. I like that. I like that. She ready. Yeah. For years to come, I'm continue to just try to help kids out and let them know about being fit. 1, 2, 3, start!
Kevin and Morris really putting those kids through a workout. Obviously, training and exercise is so important to these athletes, and whether it's on the court or off, the Thunder and Tulsa 66ers have very specific and specially designed workouts. Here's an inside look at how the 66ers stay fit and fresh throughout the season.
We generally tend to not have too many off days.
Let's go up to 80 RPMs.
We try and get something out of each day that we're down here and develop each guy each day.
Keep it moving.
Highly important that they continue to progress throughout the season.
10 seconds.
The focus of this team is 100% on development. We're trying to develop individuals as well as the team, basically make the players the best that they could possibly be.
Yesterday you guys played a game. We don't want you just to go home and sit and lay in the bed all day.
Things that we have them do during the season can vary from stuff that they do for maintenance purposes.
We need you guys to get some blood flow in the legs, which helps recovery. We got a game tomorrow, so hopefully we can recover today.
But also stuff that we can help to improve their performance, whether it be strength. Elbows straight, arms back, and pull it over. Mobility or stability. Okay, give me 4 good ones. 4 good ones. 1, focus in. With every exercise that we do, we try and base it on movements that they will be doing on the court. We try and do a lot of functional movements that are sport specific to what our guys will be doing, and then use those movements to also build strength.
So your legs can be 100% for tomorrow.
The goal of the Tulsa 66ers is to be a hardworking organization, hardworking team, and just do your best every day to progress yourself. Good, come on, you've been deeper, come on, deeper. There you go, good rep, good rep. I enjoy working with the guys every day. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and just being able to work with the guys and see them progress and help them to get the most out of their abilities is what I like. Hop in with those guys, you got dumbbell press, okay, start with.
And that development you heard them talking about certainly paid off for forward Zabian Dowdell this week as he received a 10-day contract with the Phoenix Suns. Dowdell averaged 14 points and a pair of rebounds while with Tulsa.
Ahead on Thunder Insider.
Was there a moment when the light went on where you thought, man, I could do this at the highest level. I could be a professional ball player. When did that happen?
Probably until going into my sophomore year of college.
We have a tendency to play lockdown defense in the second half. The numbers show that. You know, the percentages are much lower, the scoring is down. We need to have that mindset throughout the game, but I do like the guys coming out and taking the challenge.
Certainly that second half defense has been a constant, really, and a positive, if you will, for this team. But the one thing you'll hear Coach mention, that urgency, he just really would like to see it, you know, starting at the very beginning of the game. Joining us, Chris Silva from Thunder.nba.com. And what do you think, the second half defense? I mean, it's great.
It has been. I mean, you look at the 3 games leading into Wednesday's game against Houston, and the Thunder had held their opponents to an average of like 40% shooting from the field. And then you look at that Rockets game, they held them to, I believe, 48 points in the second half. So obviously there is a difference in the second half defense.
It's tough to play that kind of defense for 48 minutes, so Scott Brooks has to be a little bit more pleased with the effort that he's getting in the second half, because in particular on the road when they're closing out teams in a close game, they're closing those teams out. Take, for instance, the Dallas game, where Sean Marion, 21 points in the first half, he ends up the game with 25, so that's attention to detail, shutting guys down. And then you talk about the Houston game, Scola ends up with 31 points, but he didn't score in the fourth quarter where they needed him to score. The defense really paid attention to him.
Big stops at the right moments, exactly. Having talked to some of the Thunder players, they'll tell you a big part of that collective and cohesive defensive effort is the mentality that each guy on the floor takes ownership in his own individual assignment. And maybe none takes it more personal than Jeff Green, who constantly takes on the challenge of going up against bigger power forwards. Number 22 sits down with our Brian Davis.
When you look back on your early years playing the game, was there a moment when the light went on where you thought, man, I could do this at the highest level. I could be a professional ball player. When did that happen?
Probably until going into my sophomore year of college. I wasn't, that serious about it in high school. It was something I just picked up along the way. I didn't play in middle school. Didn't play my freshman year of high school. Then, got put on a team sophomore year in high school. Then over the years, I've just gotten better and better. Then when I started seeing college applications come in, to my house, it became fun for me, but not until, I had Coach Thompson III become my coach, and, he's seen the spotlight I was getting at Georgetown. That's when he really, put a whooping on me. Like, I had to be in the gym every day working on my game, and that's when I started to see a turn for the better for me in basketball, and I'm here today.
It's like he wouldn't let you fail.
Yeah, I know, exactly, and I still, keep that in mind. The hard work that I put in, good results will come, and I've been doing it ever since.
Playing for Scott Brooks as your head coach, what's that like?
Oh man, having a coach who played the game. And, when you do your research on, Scotty and the way he played the game, you can tell, how intense he is about the way he coaches and what he wants us to do. I talked to a lot of people who played with him, coached him, and they all say the same thing. He played hard and he played for his team. And that's something that he preaches every day.
Last thing, goals. Do you set goals, or you just let the process unfold?
You let the process unfold. It's a long season. And if you set goals, you tend to look too far ahead. You tend to skip over the opponents that we have, right in front of us. And we just got to take them one game at a time and continue to chip away.
I think Jeff, as he continues to evolve at that power forward position, he's going to learn to get better at it. For me, I was a rookie with the Miami Heat. Billy Cunningham, Hall of Famer, was my general manager, and he told me, Grant, you should catalog every opponent that you come across at the position, and they should not beat you with that same move the next time you see them in a game. And I think Jeff is getting to that point where he's starting to catalog the opponents that he plays at that position, and I think he'll continue to get better.
Yeah, you know, I give Jeff credit. I mean, every night he has to go up against someone oftentimes bigger than him, and you know, he does a good job of stepping up to the challenge.
It's a challenge that he certainly takes personal. And as part of a recent Text to Win contest, 7 Thunder fans were selected from 2,500 entries to participate in a second annual road trip down I-35 to see OKC take on Dallas. Each winner and a guest was treated to dinner in the Big D before cheering on their Thunder from a suite in the American Airlines Center.
We're stopping at Love's real quick to grab some snacks, to grab some drinks for the road. Nobody's ever really got to travel to go see the Thunder play before, so it's going to be quite the Thunder experience.
Absolute blast. I mean, we're having a great time. There's a great group of people. You know, the fact that the Thunder does this is kind of a unique and special way that they treat the fans. And the Thunder's treating us well, taking us to dinner, a suite. It's fantastic.
Come down here in a hostile environment and pull it off. I think it was great.
Awesome. We had such a good time. Thank you guys so much. We couldn't have asked for anything better, and they won.
I mean, we're season ticket holders. We love going to all the games, and just to get to go to an away game in a hostile environment, it's a little icing on the cake, a little bonus, especially on Thunder's ticket. We got to go to it, so we loved it. We loved every part of it.
Ahead on Thunder Insider.
Greet the guest, okay? When you come in there, you see something interesting about them, you say hello. I'm gonna step over here out of the way. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm gonna watch you work, okay?
Good. Need some help? Need directions? Need to find a beer or anything? I can help you.
Thunder basketball is uniting our state.
When you're in that arena, you are one family.
It's the energy, it's the excitement.
These guys play with a ton of intensity.
I love the speed of the passing.
I'm on the edge of my seat every game.
I bleed Thunder blue.
This is my team.
My team.
My team.
This is our team.
One hope.
One heart.
One Thunder.
The voice of thousands.
The voice of thousands.
It is the voice of one team.
Welcome back, Thunder fans. Don't forget you can customize your Thunder experience with a Pick 6 ticket package where you can select from any 6 upcoming home games. Tickets are available on the club level and in Loud City. Loud City tickets start at just $10. Go to thunder.nba.com or call 405-208-HOOP to purchase your ticket package. Also, don't forget to take part in our Watch and Win contest for a chance to win a trip to Orlando or get tickets to an upcoming home game. Go to thunder.nba.com and enter the code 3214 or text the code to 68278 for your chance to win. The men and women who work at the Oklahoma City Arena are a big part of creating a great Thunder experience, and this week Steely teams up with Charles, one of the arena's best, to see if he has what it takes to click with the Thunder fans.
You're the person that's supposed to be helping me out tonight,
That's right.
Oh,
Let's
man,
do
we
it.
got to get you ready. We got to get you ready. I got a jacket right here just for, it's too small for you, though. Here, turn around. Let me see how you look.
How's that look?
You don't look as good as I do. You picked up a little weight, you know. You got a big head, you know.
I do. You know, there's ego involved there.
Greet the guest, okay? When you come in there, you see something interesting about them, you say hello. Hi, welcome back. Eagles. No, I don't know no Eagles. We got to have Thunder. Thunder. Hi, how you doing? Give me a high five. Ouch, that hurt. I'm going to step over here out of the way. I'm not going to bother you. I'm going to watch you work, okay?
Good. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Thunder Basketball. Good to see you. Nice shoes, beautiful purse. That's a cool leather jacket. Did you get that for Christmas?
The problem is that you don't walk up to him and scare him, okay? All right.
She was very happy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Thunder Basketball.
Thank you.
She looked terrified. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Thunder Basketball. Double high five. Yeah, that's nice. All right.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm trying to train this guy now. You tell me. How's he doing? I don't know. You tell me. You're the guest.
He's doing pretty good.
He's doing pretty good?
Yeah.
So
He's really nice.
He's really nice? Did he scare you?
No, I enjoy high fives.
You enjoy how about hugs?
Oh, yeah.
Now, see, can you get that now?
Yeah, I get
no,
hugged
don't
too.
hug him. I hugged him for you. Find your own person to hug.
This is hard.
This is really hard. Need some help? Need directions? Need to find a beer or anything? I can help you. All right, this is where the important people go. Let's go. You ready? Come on in. We'll sit down and watch the game together. Oh, this is great right here.
Mike, come on, man. You're not supposed to go in there. You're supposed to greet the fans, man. You can't go in there and sit down and eat. You're going to get fired.
This is like going into a dunk contest with Michael Jordan. I just can't keep up.
We love Charles because he is the best. He's my man.
I thought he was your man.
Well, actually, it takes two.
Mike, come here.
Yes, sir.
You did a great job, okay?
Thank you.
You just didn't click with the guests, though.
I didn't click?
You didn't really click with them. You had them afraid of you. So tonight...
They were afraid of me.
But that's all right. That's all right. You know, not everybody's cut out for this job. I am. You're not. So I think you need to find a new job.
All right. Well, I appreciate the opportunity, Charles.
And I appreciate you working with us tonight, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Poor Steely. He was scaring most of those people, but Charles, man, he had it down.
Yeah, Steely belongs maybe in the radio studio.
I think there's a pink slip in Steely's future at that job.
Poor guy. Just the dunks didn't work out for him, and then that job either. That's all right, though. Well, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks again for joining us here at our Oklahoman studio for Thunder Insider, presented by Integris Health. We'll see you again next week with more on Thunder basketball.